Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Everyday Icon podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany. If you are listening here on the podcast, on your favorite podcast platform, welcome. And for all of you watching on YouTube, welcome as well. So, today I want to talk to you about the benefits of personal branding. Last week we talked about what is personal branding. And today I want to talk to you about the benefits of personal branding. I think we sometimes think that personal branding is just for brands that we know: Starbucks, Panera, Target, Walmart. But no, we are a brand and we are a brand of one. And in our careers and in our profession, our personal brands, as we build them, not only do we have to build the personal brand of our work and our work ethic and things of that nature, but also your image and your style, all of that comes to play and makes for a well-rounded personal brand. So today I wanted to go over a few quick things of the benefits of personal branding. So number one, it gives you permission to be yourself. I know it sounds a little crazy, but you do, because it allows you to show up as your authentic self. Being yourself allows you to focus on the task at hand. So you're not sitting around, oh, is anybody looking at me? Are these earrings too big? Is my hair too fly? Are the colors I'm wearing a distraction? No, because if you're comfortable in it, you're allowing yourself to just be you, and it's a part of who you are, and you're not pretending to be someone else. Because when you pretend to be someone else, you are always on guard, like, oh, is this gonna look, is somebody gonna say, is she gonna say? No, you're gonna walk and you're gonna be in confidence in what you have on. And it allows you to focus on what your area of expertise is. So for me, during the day, I am a TA coordinator, so I like to call myself the administrative assistant to recruiters, right? So my task at hand is to make sure that during the pre-boarding process, from interviewing and up to the first day of a new hire's day, that I am focused completely on that, and I never have to worry about, oh, are the pants I'm wearing too tight? Is my shirt, is it too casual? No, because I'm always showing up as myself. And also, it will allow you not to have to keep up, excuse me, with appearances, because now you have to always be on, even though this isn't you, until you get home, or you can take off the things that don't associate with you and aren't who you are. You don't have to worry about keeping up an appearance, because guess what? Your appearance is always your authentic self, and you can just be you. So number one is the permission to be yourself. Number two, it allows you to build confidence. And this comes from tapping into your strengths and knowing you have a positive attributes to share when done well. And it highlights your strengths, which with time will guide you in the direction of and how to use them. And it will also minimize your weaknesses. So what exactly does that mean? It means that if you focus on your strengths, so for example, if you are an excellent writer, that is what you're going to focus on. You're going to focus on your writing skills. And if you're not good with, say, creative design, so creating graphics or anything like that, and that's not your strong suit, that's okay, because over here, you're focusing on what it is you're good at, and that is writing. So if you're writing, descriptions, captions, stories, you are good with that, and that is what you want to focus on. And as you focus on it and do it more, one, you'll become comfortable with it, and two, you'll build the confidence, and you'll continue to build that particular muscle, which will then allow you to go into other things. And it'll minimize the fact that you aren't good in the strong suit of creating, say, graphics. So I'll use me for an example. I am not the best writer in the world. However, I do not let that stop me. So what do? I found out that I'm good at talking. So here I am on YouTube and on a podcast. So I'm using that, but at the same time, I'm comfortable with doing this as opposed to writing, because that's not my strong suit. So as I'm doing this, I am getting better, but at the same time, I am slowly starting to figure out and how to become a little bit better with expressing myself in the form of writing. So number two, it builds confidence. Number three, It builds your credibility. Your actions aligned with your personal brand will show that you can be trusted and be credible. The know, like, and trust factor. So your personal brand will allow people to get to know you, get to like you, and get to trust you. And if you're here on the internet and you have an online business, or even if when you're at work focusing on your career, that is how pretty much business is run. You get jobs because people know you, they like you, and they trust you. If they don't know you because you're sitting at your desk all day, you're not necessarily going to get that next level job that, say, Susan got, because they know her. They know her, they like her, and they trust her. So we have to also begin to put ourselves out there a little more. We have to be able to talk up a little more, even if it's in a casual setting, not necessarily always a work setting. But you want to just step out of your comfort zone a little bit, for I know that is what I'm doing at work, and even with here being online and building a side hustle as well. I have to build my credibility with you for you to get to know me, for you to begin to like me, and to begin to trust me. And as we begin to do all of those things, then people will be able to buy in to what we are saying. They will listen to what we are saying and our thoughts and ideas. And eventually they will begin to purchase our brands and services from us. So we always want to be sure that it helps us with building our credibility. And number 4, it distinguishes us from the competition, because let's be honest, there is a ton of competition out here in this job market. People are always looking for jobs. I was looking at something earlier this week, and I was scheduling an interview, and I sometimes have to look at resumes. And even though people have been at companies for 6 months, they're still looking for a job. So the job market, there is a competition. And depending on what area that your profession is in, it's probably a little even more competitive than what you realize or what people think. So it's going to separate you from your competition. You will always have competition, no matter what we do, whether it's in corporate America, whether we are side hustlers and entrepreneurs, there will always be competition. But what is it about you? And what do you bring to your area of expertise that is going to separate you from everybody else? And your personal brand can do that for you. A strong personal brand will separate you from the masses. And that is what we are looking to do. We are hardwired to notice what is different. You'll notice a person in a bright colored blouse amongst a sea of stuffy suits. So when you see, say, a sea of people in black suits, but you see somebody in purple, that's how I want you to think about how a personal brand can benefit you. If you're in a sea full of, say recruiters, for example, because that's where I work in, and everybody is recruiting via a laptop, which we call laptop recruiting. But you're the recruiter that decides, I'm not going to not only do recruiting online and just sit at a computer and on my phone all day, but I'm also going to go outside into the community. I'm going to find networking events that I can go to. I am going to go to job fairs where I can actually talk with potential candidates to get the feel of what they're looking for and to bring in new potential candidates instead of sitting on LinkedIn all day, right? Because people know that when you're on LinkedIn, everybody gets in everybody's inbox. But going outside of this and going out into the open, now you're separating yourself when you're at a job interview, or if you're at your current employer and you bring up this idea, that's going to separate you from what everybody else is doing. That is what is going to distinguish you from your competition. It doesn't have to be something major or drastic change. It could just be something small and simple, will make a huge impact for how you want to distinguish yourself from the masses. Because let's be honest, if you are like everyone else, you're a commodity and you look the same as everyone else, which makes it easy for decisions to pass you by. So if we look like everybody else, it's easy for us to get overlooked. because, oh, there's nothing special and there's nothing different about this particular person. Why am I going to work with this person? And in the case of, for me, for example, I have to find a way to figure out in this world of coaching and style, wardrobe styling and personal stylists, what is going to differentiate Tiffany from the masses and from everybody else? Is that I'm going to focus on a certain area and always go back to somebody's closet and explain to them why exactly it's important and everything starts there? Or how it is that you need to build your wardrobe, or why is it important, or it's okay to look different because it's what separates you from the rest. So to recap today's, 1, it gives you permission to be yourself. 2, it builds confidence. 3, it builds credibility. And 4, it distinguishes you from your competition. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode today. And if you have any questions, be sure to go over to my Instagram on social media and you can DM me anything. And also be sure to check me out here on YouTube. So you do want to be sure that you have subscribed to the channel, because I will be going live, if not this week, next week on YouTube during the week for a few days a week for the month of September. And I would like you to join me live so we can get to know each other a little bit better. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.